by Malone's Hotel. I met a fair young dame.
So I'm making this little model of a Gorey Caravan, and I'm kind of following the photographs that are in existence of the caravan. So I've started on the wheels first anyway, so I'm working on the wheels at the moment, and then I want to go through the photographs and try and get some detail on the way the springs were arranged and all that kind of thing, and the seating and all that kind of a thing. So I want to get as much detail into it as I can. So I make most of the wheel on an engineer's lathe, because the little pieces are very small, and I have a little jig made up where I can do the tangs on the ends of the spokes, and I turn the little hubs and turn the inside and outside of the fellas for the wheels. I put them all together and turn the inside segment first, and then I turn the outside one and take them asunder then and bore them for the spokes. So little spokes are a rectangular section, about 5mm by 3mm, and then I have a little jig made that I can chamfer them, and it's just a cosmetic thing. It's nothing to do with the strength or anything, but the traditional spokes, they were kind of pointed in the front and round at the back, so I have to round the back of the rectangle and kind of point the front of it. It makes them look neat, and they look the part, like it takes the squareness out of them. Well, anyway, a wheel has no strength until the band is put on the outside of it, and that in olden times was done by the blacksmith, and they put an iron band. It was heated in the fire until it expanded and then put on the wheel, and there was allowance made for it to, when it shrunk, that it would tighten the wheel up and pulls all the joints together, and that holds the whole wheel together. And even on the rubbered wheels, the inside rim was actually metal, and they put the rubber, say for a horse's trap or that, they put the rubber in afterwards. So, but I just for the little wheels I'm making, I'm going to put a little strip of wood around them instead of metal, because I find it hard. I find it hard to put an iron band. I have done it, but I'm inclined to burn the wheels if you don't get it right the first time. You burn the wheel trying to get it on. So I'm going to put little timber bands instead of iron. Going out to Courtown now with a friend of mine to have a look at a back-to-back trap that's out there, and it's similar to the Caravan, only just it's a two-wheel wagon. But the seating arrangement is similar, that the people are sitting back to back, as in they're sitting with their faces out to the road. There's actually another back-to-back trap where they're sitting front and back, with the people on the back looking away from the way they're going, with their back to the way they're going, if you like. But the Caravan has about 6 people seated, as far as I can see, about 6 people seated on each side. And you have the driver then, and another person sitting up in front, and a couple of people sitting on a high seat at the back as well, but they're all looking forward anyway. So I hope to get, when I get a look at this cart, that I have a better idea how the seating is arranged. But I think in the centre of the car there must have been a space where they could put luggage and all that type of thing, because when you look at the photograph, you see all these people, and they obviously must have had, if they were shopping or whatever, they must have had somewhere to put it. So I think it must have been in the centre of the cart somewhere, that there was some kind of a compartment where they could put stuff. Maybe the seats hinged up, or I don't really know yet. The only thing it'll be lacking will be the passengers on it. So I think we have the horses sourced already. So I think of anything else I can say there.